East, what a perfect time to be in the Sunshine State as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. The final 2-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway Week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. Ihmir Smith-Marsette now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Young wasting no time, right to the air. And incomplete to open things up. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for. That'll bring up second down. You look at this Jaguar defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
So in prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. They'll bring Renfrow in motion right. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Here's a 2nd and 8. They go play action. Young. They'll roll him out right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it will still leave him with a 3rd down.
Even though it's the opening drive of the game, he wasn't shy about taking off and running with the football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots at him, and that's exactly what they did. He better learn to slide, otherwise he won't be around to finish this one.
Flush to his right. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
It's a gain of 3.
They'll try to throw now. Young. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Another good throw there in what has been a strong rookie season to this point, Charles, as he now has surpassed the 3,000-yard mark with that last completion.
And just think, he's been forced to learn on the job here in his first year. Normally, veterans talk about, hey, I've got the answers to the test before the game even begins. But this guy's taking the test with every throw, with every game. And so far, he's passing with flying colors.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Flushed out right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. The play fake. Now Young. Rolling to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Josh Allen will get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Bigsby with a carry to begin the series. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. There to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has three options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung here.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, yeah. Backside guys,
meh.
That's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable game.
The Jaguars at 8-7, a game over 500 on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And ETN going to have a Jags first down as he'll get this down to the 36. They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. ETN up the middle, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
Good luck trying to get your running game going against Ndamukong Suh. I mean, he is so strong. Just trying to move him, take 1 guy, 2 guys, whatever. I wish you a whole lot of luck. He usually converts an offensive running game into rubble.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Sam Hubbard, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
For the Jaguars field goal. A 58-yard attempt.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the return?
It was a backhand. And a really good backhand.
It's a nice top spin on a little bit. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
First down, Panthers.
They'll go again with Sanders. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Andre Cisco there on the stop. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Now Young fakes a sweep and looks to throw off play action. Sliding out of the pocket. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
Well, they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want. But I think the ball's out, and the Jags grab it. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Third and 2, now Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From the end zone is Smith-Marsette. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Young trying to hurry them up to the line here. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. This now a 3rd and 4. To throw, Young. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. 1-yard pickup, and that's the 4th down. Young, they'll indeed go for it. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. So just shy of midfield. They tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation, it doesn't.
First half?
I don't know that there's any risk. I mean, what's the reward for your risk here? I would not have done that. My only explanation is this coach, he may want to be up here in the booth with us. We may have a 3-man booth starting next week if he keeps up with those decisions.
And he is going to lose lose yardage here. Call it a loss of 14 on the play. Certainly not what the offense wanted down here, going in the wrong direction.
Yeah, but look who got involved. I mean, when you got a strong safety who can drop into the box, never needs an invitation to be one of those guys in run defense, does he? Wakes up every morning just a little bit ticked off.
That throw by Young incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here, or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw, Young. And he'll be hit as he releases it. Incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Finds his tight end, Ingram. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence escaping the pressure right. This one caught by Ridley. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll run with Etienne. They find some open field here. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good. Jaguars, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And that will be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determine that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. Young's throw here on target to Hurst. Just a gain of a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
2nd down and 8. Young. And his throw is incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Now here's Young. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked at the 2. Jerome Smoke getting in there, recording the sack. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. On the return, here's Agnew. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now Lawrence. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Here's Lawrence to throw. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Jaguars have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 17-3. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From the end zone is Smith-Marsette. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
First and 10, Young. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
It's Young on first down. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
It's Young off play action. And Thomas has it. Shoves him aside. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now Young. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On second down, here's Fournette. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Leonard Fournette, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 30 yards. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On second down, a run with Etienne. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 43-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him now to this point. And this offense on third down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Now Lawrence. Blitz coming, and down he goes. D.J. Johnson in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Well, they only had a yard to go. They tried to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies, and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot, and he dialed up the pressure and got to him.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored when their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Young to throw it. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down, stopped at the Panthers' 22. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to perhaps salt this one away. The kick by McManus is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So that one seeming going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Here's 1st and 10. A quick throw complete to Chark. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Here comes 2nd down. Young. Flushed out right. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. And Young's throw there incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Young to throw. That is taken in by Hurst. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now Young. Forced out to his left. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Here's 2nd down. Here's Young. Open man, that's Renfro. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Young to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And they got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Running out of the gun with ETN. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. This is 1st and 10. Young. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty.